Here we are on day one of my photo challenge. Well, I think I'm going to start calling it a photo experiment because it's not really a challenge, it's not really a journey, it's not really anything else. It's a bit of an experiment to learn different ways of shooting photos that I've done before, and also some new photos as well. But more of, I don't know, yeah, it is a journey or an experiment. Please leave me a comment in the comments below to tell me which one you think sounds best. So for my first shoot today, I'm here in my garage slash skate park slash DIY man cave heaven, where I'm going to try to do my first shot, which is a self-portrait, but I'm going to try to do it in a Rembrandt lighting style. So I have done this shot before in a different room, but this time I'm going to try to do it a little bit different with only just one light. And here in my garage, which has only one light, which is above my camera here, so that'll be going off, and I'll be setting up a black backdrop. I'll be using a one reflector, umbrella reflector, which is just 43 inches, which I'm not too sure in centimeters, but I'll figure that out later and leave that somewhere. And yeah, try to get a Rembrandt style self-portrait and trying to get that little triangle on the side of my face as is what is best practices for a Rembrandt style photo. So I'm going to get to work, start setting this up, and I'll see you later. Alright, so I've got everything set up, got the backdrop ready, I've got the umbrella softbox. Sorry, before I said it was a reflector, but it's actually a softbox. I've got that set up and I've got the camera ready to go. What I'll be doing now is I'll be turning off the lights and I'm going to start shooting. Just while I was doing that time lapse now, just a couple of things is that obviously cheap gear breaks. Lesson learned. My softbox here, multiple things broke while I was trying that, but I'm still going to try to get the shot. But I will be replacing it with something better going forward for sure. Also, the hinges or mechanism that holds the flash in place, I've got multiple of them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, or most of them are cheap. And those two were breaking during setting that up. So lesson learned and takeaway from this is invest in good gear that's going to last long, because if you're going to buy multiple cheap gear or cheap items, I should say, it's going to cost you more than expensive gear in the first place. So yeah, anyway, let's give it a go, start shooting. Back in the office, I've loaded up the photos into the computer, into Lightroom, and I'm about to go through the photos and see if I can find some photos to edit and then choose the first photo of the 30-day challenge journey experiment. And hopefully that will be photo one, which will be the self-portrait, which I've done in a Rembrandt style. A few hiccups today with things breaking and whatnot, but you got to deal with what you dealt. And in the end, we got the shot. And yeah, let's get editing. All right, so here we are in Lightroom. I'm going to be going through the photos that I took today. So I took a few. A lot of them are underexposed. I'm not really happy with the exposure, but with everything going on, well, you just got to deal with what you dealt with. So as you go through, these are the photos that I have obviously in the beginning. They're not greatly the greatest photos, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to select the photos by flagging them, and I'll delete the unflagged photos, and then we'll edit one photo to show you what my process. So I go up to here, and down the bottom here you'll see that there's a little flag. So each one that I like, I'll flag. So yeah, no. That's it. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll go back to grid. I go up to the library, select by flag, unflagged, and then I'll just press delete, and then they'll remove those from the disk. Alright, so I'm going to choose a photo to edit with. For this one, I might actually try... Which one should I try? I might actually try this one here. So I'm going to bring that up to here. I'm going to create a virtual copy, just so I don't destroy the old one. Go over here into develop. Now this is my first time to record and edit, I should say. So forgive me if it's not the best example or tutorial. It's only my second video, so I will be learning on this. But so what I've brought it in, I'm just going to bring up the exposure, because as you can see, it's quite underexposed by the histogram here. But that's okay, because I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit there. As you see, we still have that triangle there, but more of the highlights. So I'm going to boost up the highlights. I'm going to bring the shadows down a little bit there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this black and white. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get some contrast happening before I bring it into the black and white. So what I'm using today is just the standard black and white soft, which comes with Lightroom. Because I feel like it's got that soft kind of, I don't know, Dutch Rembrandtish feel. Something that I'll probably see at my family's home, because my family is Dutch. So that's where I'm going to try to see where I'm going with it. So it's still quite dark. Maybe it is a little bit underexposed, but I don't want to go too crazy. Well, that's about it. So you can sort of got that V there. I'll bring the shadows down a bit more so I can get that contrast happening. And that's it. It's basically the look I'm looking for. I better make sure that I bring the screen up a bit so I can see that it's not too dark. But that's the look I was going for today, was just the light on the side. Just maybe bring that down a smidgen there, because that's a bit that. And there's that little V in there. So hopefully that's shown you my process. It wasn't supposed to be really a tutorial of such, but I thought I'd show you my process. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right, we're done. I've gone through and edited the photos, and I've come down to this photo here. There were a couple of other photos which were liking, but you know, I'm really bad on the other side of the camera. I don't know how to pose myself, so in the end, I thought this is the best representation of myself. So voila, we are finished. That is the first shot of the 30 photo challenge journey experiment. That was fun putting that together. Mind you, this is my second video, so you know, I will hopefully get better at this whole YouTubing vlogging thing with every video that I create, so bear with me. It's a learning curve ahead, a learning process, so yeah, hopefully every video gets better as we go. So hope you enjoyed that video, I hope you liked the photo, and yeah, see you in the next photo, which will be bokeh, which will be fun. I've got some pretty cool ideas for that, so hopefully that comes through. All right, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching.